When a king met a caliph, a story of leadership and humility. You know, it really gets you thinking. What is true power? Is it all about the glittering crowns and the massive armies? Or could it be something else entirely? Something found in, say, a simple, coarse garment and just unwavering conviction? Today, we're going to dive into this incredible moment in history that really challenges our whole idea of leadership. This isn't just a story about armies and empires, folks. It's about a profound personal transformation, and it makes you ask, what really matters when you lead? All right, so let's set the scene. Our story kicks off in Medina, and it all starts with this quiet but super intense meeting that's about to set some incredible events in motion. Imagine this. You're inside a simple, modest clay building. The Caliph, Abu Bakr, the leader of the early Muslim community, he's gathered his most trusted advisors. You can just feel the anticipation in the air, right? Because they're not just chatting. They are planning something huge, a massive campaign against the powerful Byzantine Empire in Syria. And you can hear the absolute conviction in the room. Just listen to this from Umar ibn al-Khattab, one of the Caliph's top advisors. He says, "Send cavalry after cavalry, send men after men." I mean, wow, the resolve is just rock solid. The decision's been made. Okay, so making the decision is one thing. But, you kind of need an army to back it up. And to get that army, the call for reinforcements had to go way, way beyond the walls of Medina. So a single rider is sent out. He's carrying a letter from the Caliph himself. And his journey is south to Yemen on this absolutely critical mission to call on the powerful tribes there, people who were legendary for their strength and their warrior spirit. And the message in that letter? It's a really powerful call to action straight from the Quran. It's a call for what's known as jihad, which means to struggle in God's cause. And get this, it asks for total commitment. Not just from the rich guys or the young, strong warriors. No, it's a call for everyone, whether they are, as it says, light or heavy. Here's where it gets really interesting, though. This message is about to land in a place with completely different values. And that's what sets the stage for this dramatic clash between two worlds and two totally different ideas of what power even is. Think about it. On one hand, you've got Medina. Their power is all about piety, humility, living simply. But then you've got Yemen, and over there, power is all about showing it off. We're talking immense wealth, royal splendor, the whole shebang. And this contrast is just stark. Picture the Caliph, Abu Bakr, in his simple, coarse garment. Then, picture King Dul-Kila of Yemen. This guy wears a jeweled crown, a cloak woven with golden threads, and he's got 1,000 slaves on horseback covered in pearls and rubies. It's not just a difference in clothing, it's a total clash of ideals. So, what do you think happens when these two completely different worlds finally meet? Well, that collision, that's really the emotional heart of this whole story. And the king's transformation is, well, it's just mind-blowing how fast it happens. He rolls into Medina looking every bit the king, crown, jewels, the whole entourage. But then he meets the Caliph, Abu Bakr, just a slender man in a simple coarse garment. And in that one moment, boom, his entire idea of what power is gets completely flipped on its head. He sees more true wealth in Abu Bakr's quiet dignity than in all the gold and jewels he owns. And there's this incredible moment. The people from Yemen, they start weeping when they hear the Quran being recited. Now, the Caliph doesn't just stand there, all high and mighty. No. In this amazing act of leadership, he connects with them on a human level. He admits his own spiritual struggles, saying, "We were like this, and then our hearts grew hard." It's just a beautiful moment of shared humanity. So naturally, the king's own people are like, "Hey, what's going on? Where's the crown, the fancy clothes?" And his answer just shows you how deep this change really goes. He tells them straight up, you can't be truly obedient to God and also be arrogant about worldly stuff. For him, the transformation was total. And this wasn't just about one man changing his clothes. No, this profound personal transformation, it was contagious. It lit a fire that started a whole collective movement, and it created a totally new kind of army. Just listen to the report that got back to the Caliph. It's so revealing. It doesn't talk about an army of fancy nobles in shining armor. Instead, it describes them as unkempt and dusty heroes. This was an army that wasn't united by wealth or status, but by a powerful shared purpose. So now, those two worlds we talked about, the humble, faithful heart of Medina and the wealthy royal kingdom of Yemen, they've merged, they've become one. And what you see is this unstoppable tide of people marching forward together, not for riches, not for personal glory, but for something they all believed in. And that leaves us with a really powerful question, one that I think is worth thinking about. What is the true measure of a leader's strength? Is it about what you have, what you can show off? Or is it maybe about what you're willing to give up for a cause that's bigger than yourself?